What is going on, guys? It is Example, and I finally have a build I want to share with you guys. And you guys already know Example was a DPS player back in Division 1, so we're always trying to do the same thing for Division 2. Now, the previous patch didn't really let you be a DPS player, but this patch is a completely different story, as you guys are going to see with this build. Now, I'm not sure how I'm editing this. I'm not sure if I put a clip in the beginning, but I most likely did. Here's the thing about my builds, though. I don't make builds that are going to cradle you. I don't make builds that are going to babysit you and hold your hand so you can get a free easy kill by throwing one Seeker Mine down, by putting down the bleed high, by using a clutch build. I'm not using any of that. I'm using a build that does require you to have some sort of good aim. You know, you gotta have decent movement. It's not a build for everyone, but let's get into it. Enough talking. So, looking around, as you guys can see, we're running a FAMAS, we're running a Merciless, we're running a FAMAS mask, Gila backpack, Gila chest piece, Alps gloves, Wyvern holster, and Gila knee pads. Alright, now the armor, 400k armor, decent armor. I'm so happy with this number. For the amount of damage that this build does, 400 armor is a beautiful number. I do want to call this build the 911 build because that's literally the name above it. I have 0 skill power, so this is the 911 build. 400 armor. I am running 62k health, but again, guys, you guys can make this build so much better. If you have better pieces than me, then you know you've been blessed, because you can make this build way stronger, more tankier. But this is just the base for you. This is just what I'm running. You know, I will make this better eventually if I do end up getting better pieces. Let's get right into it. Starting off with the weapons. I am running a FAMAS. Again, you can run any AR you want. Like, for example, my Eagle Bearer is hitting for 26k. My Invisible Hand is hitting for 25k. Our Carbine is hitting for 23k. But in my case, I decided to use the FAMAS with all stability mods. Stability red dot, stability grip, stability suppressor, and of course, I'm running the 20 round mag with the ivory solid camo. But anyways, FAMAS, my FAMAS is hitting for 21k or 21.4k base damage. I can craft one that's like at 22.2. That's be my max as of right now, but I don't have the crafting materials to craft another one. I'm running bread basket now. The talents on this weapon are very important. I'm running Allegro with bread basket. The bottom talent isn't that important. This one's kind of shitty. I have cannon on there, but like I said, the 2 top talents is what you want to look. Bread basket, you want that headshot damage. Like I said, this build is to shred people. I made it so that it stacks so much damage that everybody's getting melted. So anyways, bread basket is 50% headshot damage when you land body shots. All right, so we already have a 50% headshot damage increase right there for 10 seconds. Alright, moving on to our secondary, we do have the Merciless, and we're running the Merciless for this bottom talent, which is while holster, landing shots has a 5% chance to deal 100% damage as explosive damage. Okay, so this explosive damage doesn't really do damage in itself. Like, you'll see it, you'll see the little pop, and it doesn't really hurt them that much. But the reason I'm running the Merciless with the FAMAS is for the talent that I have on my backpack, which is Spark. Damaging enemies with skills or explosives grants you another 50% weapon damage. So again, I'm running hardened, 8% weapon damage, armor, health. Now this backpack isn't the best, but the reason I'm using this backpack is because it gives me an offensive talent. We'll get to the mods towards the end right here. But anyway, so we got our backpack with our Gila backpack with health, armor, and weapon damage, hardened, and spark. That's what you want. If you can get this roll, you'll be gold. But anyways, we're running spark again because, like I said, this is another 15% weapon damage increase for running the Merciless as your secondary. All you gotta do is put shots into them. Once that explosive damage hits, you'll get a 50% extra damage. Plus, you already have the 50% headshot damage if you're hitting headshots. Now, speaking of headshot damage, we are running a FAMAS mask with concussion, which is headshots grant you 15% headshot damage for 2 seconds, 5 seconds with a marksman rifle. So we have a 50% headshot damage increase here, and we have a 50% headshot damage increase here. Just in 2 pieces right here, we have an insane amount of headshot damage already. So we got our backpack, we got a mask, we got our gun so far, and now we're moving down to our berserk chest piece. Again, we're running berserk. That's another 8% weapon damage for every 20% of your armor that's depleted. The more your armor goes down, the more damage you're doing, and you're already stacking spark, you're already stacking concussion with bread basket. Now our chest piece has 11% total armor, 14% weapon damage, 22,000 armor, and berserk on it. Obviously it has a blue mod, a red mod, and another blue mod. Like I said, we're gonna get into the mods there towards the end. I was just showing them real quick. Moving on from our chest piece, we do have our gloves, which is Alp Summit with 11% soul rifle damage. Of course, you can get this higher. I believe you can get 13. But again, so this build is to maximize damage, so I put devastating on the gloves. But it's always optional. You guys can change the build around. I'm just giving you a base, like I said. But I'm running an Alps gloves with 11% sword rifle damage, devastating, and a red mod. If you guys haven't noticed, this build has a lot of red mods on it. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 red mods, so that we can increase the damage even more. But anyways, so this right here is a mix I haven't seen anybody do, and I thought of the other day when I got this piece. I was like, wait a minute, if I incorporate this to my build, I would have to change the way I play just a little bit, but it's going to be really insane. So our holster is perfect bloodlust on a Wyvern holster. 13% crit chance with perfect bloodlust. And what is perfect bloodlust is weapon swapping grants you 20% damage. That's it. That's all you have to do. Now, like I said, you do have to change the way you play it just a little bit. Alright, matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. This should be my loadout. I should always run around with the Merciless out, right? And if I get into a fight, you quickly switch to the FAMAS and you proc your Bloodlust and you have an extra 20% weapon damage. That easy. I just wanted to show you guys so it made sense to you. But anyways, moving to our last piece, we have our Gila knee pads, which are mostly for armor. These knee pads are the reason why I got 400k armor on the build, which again, like I said, you're not tanky, but you're not weak either. So our knee pads have 30% total armor with armor regeneration on them and 2 offensive mod slots. So that's pretty much it for all the pieces. Now moving down to our heals, I do have 0% skill power, so I'm running double heals. Again, this is optional to you guys. You guys can run the defender drone, whatever it is you prefer. But in my case, I like to use a seeker mine and a what is this even called, a restorer hive, because I'm usually fighting more than one person and I need heals, and the seeker mine is good and all, but it's not strong enough. So having a repair what is this I keep forgetting, a restorer hive helps a lot, as you guys will see in the next clips that I come up. Moving on from there, let's look at our mods real quick. So on our backpack, we have an offensive mod with 3% sword rifle damage and 1.5% weapon damage, and we also have a blue defensive mod for 5,500 armor plus another 3% total armor. Now all my mods are pretty similar. Again, if you have better mods, then God bless you, or whatever it is you believe in. But anyways, on our chest piece, we have a blue mod which has 4,400 armor with another 3.5% total armor. Then we have our offensive mod with 1.5 weapon damage plus another 3% sword rifle damage, and then another blue with 4,700 with 3.5 total armor. Moving down from there, we have our glove which has a 4% sword rifle damage mod with another 1.5% weapon damage mod. Moving on to our holster, we have our 4% sword rifle damage and 1% weapon damage. And last but not least, we have our knee pads which have 4,400 armor plus another 3% total armor, and 3,800 armor plus another 4% total armor. So you want to use the ones that give you the best rolls, obviously, you know, the highest damage you could possibly get. But that's pretty straightforward. But yeah, so if you guys want to see the minor details, we go to stats real quick. We're running 34,000 weapon damage, 22,000 PvP weapon damage, 21% critical chance, and 47% critical damage. So these numbers aren't terrible. We got 60% weapon damage, and then all the rest of the things which I will go through because some of you guys are like interested in these. We got 50% of sword rifle damage, all weapon damage up here, weapon handling, and all that good stuff down here. Like I said, I don't really find these important, so, but some people, I guess, like looking at these things, so I'll just go through them. 400 armor, 62,000 health, 34,000 health regen, 20% protection from elites, and all these minor details here, so you guys can look at them. That's pretty much it. Of course, I'm running the survivalist specialist for the seeker mine, because if you guys don't know, the seeker mine is probably the best heal you're going to find this pack. Let me show you guys what this build does. And again, I hope you guys like the build, man. I didn't want to use something that was cheesy, like putting down the bleed hive and doing that kind of thing. Of course, every build has its level of cheese, but I feel like this build takes a lot of skill to use, because you gotta have aim, you gotta have movement. You know, you're not tanky, but you are putting a shit ton of damage out. But anyways, guys, like I said, enjoy the gameplay. Drop a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think of the build. But yeah, it has been an example. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace, peace. Holy fuck. Bro. Bro. Bruh. Bruh. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Ha ha ha.